Today on Podcast Them Down, we're checking out a couple metal promos. It's a bit of a shorter episode, but this Thursday is going to be our first Halloween episode. Keep it metal! Podcast Them Down! Alright, welcome to a bonus Podcast Them Down. We're going to try out an idea here. So I have a press release, and I'm going to read it. We're gonna evaluate it very objectively, because we do everything objectively. Alright, Swedish death metal wizards in Mourning have released a new single entitled At the Behest of Night, which is taken off from the band's upcoming release, The Bleeding Veil, considered by the band to be their darkest album to date. The Bleeding Veil is our most personal album, comments guitarist Tim Nadergaard. We have taken a deep dive into every detail and aspect of these songs. Reflection has been a key word throughout the process. We have combined dark and abstract elements and still been influenced by our earlier Swedish melodic death metal sound. And you can watch the video for At the Behest of Night on YouTube. And the album The Bleeding Veil is set to be released on November 26, 2021 by Dual-Violin on digital
Dollop
and on CD formats. The LP, the press and vinyl,
very trendy,
will be released on February 18th, 2022 due to worldwide manufacturing problems. The
Tim,
album will be distributed by Bengens Skivbutik. SKIV. How do you say that in Swedish?
Skivbutik.
Skivbutik.
Yeah, which means literally means slice store, but I imagine it's like slang for disc.
And then there is a band picture of the five of them standing beside what appears to be a Swedish lake, and two of them are wearing shorts. So,
are any of them looking at the camera?
One might be, but it's difficult to say.
And how much hair is in their faces?
I can see all of their faces.
All right. So it's I'm giving this photo a +4 for, I assume there's 5 of them?
Yes.
All right. +4 for the people who are obviously not looking at the camera. That's super fucking Swedish, ultra melodic death. But a -2 for the lack of hair in the face, because I'm not convinced that you're really in touch with your depression and the bereavement that you're feeling at the behest of night if your hair is not in your face.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
That's lost me with the use of the phrase deep dive.
Ooh. It's very colloquial.
Well, you sound like one of those assholes that says you're a data scientist instead of a statistician.
Don't you mean an Excel data enterer? Because that's when I lie about being a data scientist, that's the part of my job I'm talking about.
Well, I think this is fantastic, because they describe themselves as death metal wizards, and Swedish. I feel like they could have stopped there, And I did not describe the album cover to you. It's white with in all capitals in Mourning, just a straightforward serifed font. And then at the bottom, in a non-serif font, At the Behest of Night. And that's below the artwork, and the artwork is this abstract sort of ink blot thing is, bordered by probably an inch all the way around with the band name and the album title.
This is, I'm looking at it now. It's very minimalist. It fits well with kind of the third, or maybe at this point we're at the fourth wave of Swedish melodic metal. That whole black and white, very artsy ethos that's kind of emerged over the last several years. I like this cover. It's drawing an interesting... I'd like to see... I wonder if they're doing a limited edition, and if they're listening, they should do this. A limited edition vinyl with an inverted color scheme, so that it's a black cover with white lettering and some white smoke effect.
Brilliant.
That would be really...
Brilliant.
super rad. I would buy one. Like, sound unheard. But it draws an interesting juxtaposition, this like brilliant white cover at the behest of night. What do they mean? Is there something deeper in that message between cover art and album title? I'd be interested to find out.
When did Dave get someone to The Cure? Sisters of Mercy. The Crux Shadows.
Doug, I was born at least 15 years too late.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I guess I never really. Yeah, I suppose the introspection and the sadness has always been part of Melodeath, and is in fact the signature thing that I've just blocked out.
He's very emotional, guys.
Weeds. All right. Well, that's our review of the In Mourning press release. All right, welcome to another bonus PR review. This time we got Invasion, which has members of Fuck Off and Aspid, and the band Barbarian. They will see their demos 2000 and 2003 reissued on CD/digital through Fighter Records. That is the whole title. So
wow.
All right, Fighter Records. Yeah. Here we go. Fighter Records is planning the imminent official reissue of the only 2000 demo of Invasion, a band formed by 2 ex-members of Fuck Off and 2 ex-members of Aspid, 2 of the most relevant Spanish thrash/speed bands in the 1990s. It also includes the 2003 demo of Barbarian, which is the continuation of said band, although this time with Pep at the helm and different members. This release will be titled Barbarian Invasion and will be released on CD and digital formats on October 28th, 2021 through Fighter Records. Invasion was formed in the late 90s by ex-Fuck Off guitarist Pep Casas. In 1998, the formation of said band, Pep contacted Joe, ex-singer of Fuck Off, and with brothers Javi and Rafa Garrigos, bassist and drummer respectively, from the band Aspid, who at that time had made a hiatus in their activity to find a new singer. They recorded a demo should I keep going? It's hard to read.
I mean, I'm reading this, and it is, I want to give these guys credit. This is obviously a Spanish label, Spanish language label. I'm not actually sure where they're from. But my goodness, this is difficult to read. I'm literally reading it and struggling.
All right, so I'm going to stop there.
I read well.
Let's jump ahead to the closing paragraph. Barbarian Invasion contains the 2 demos of both bands, which were actually one, where photos of both lineups are included, as well as the complete and detailed history of their trajectory and all members that formed it. The cover artwork has been created by Jose Vives, and in this way, those demos that are already a part of the history of Spanish metal are immortalized. And then all the song titles are in Spanish. I would attempt to do them, but I never took Spanish. So.
I gotcha. So we've got from Invasion's 2000 demo, we've got Torquemada, Invasión, El Espejo, Parásito.
I bet that song's great.
Cyclone, Part 4.
Yeah,
Part 4.
Cyclone I can read. Part 4, what happened to Part 1, 2, and 3? It's the demo.
I guess it was on their 1998 demo, Cyclone, Parts 1 through 3. Then with Barbarian's demo from 2003, we have Luzbel, La Flor del Diablo, Los Elegidos, Teenager in the 70s, Máquina Infernal, and La Águila Negra. So I'll do my best to translate. We've got Luzbel, the Flower of the Devil, or the Devil's Flower, The Chosen, Teenager in the 70s, The Infernal Machine, and The Black Eagle.
Matt,
all right.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
At least that's what we're talking about.
We're talking about fuck off. And I want to kick this off. What a cover, man. This is some good shit. It's called Barbarian Invasion.
Holy
The cover-
shit, that's awesome.
It delivers, man. It is a Viking ship, a long ship coming ashore. One guy's already mounted on a horse on the beach. The sun is setting between some stormy clouds, and the waves are crashing on the rocks. Man, Jose Vives did a really good job with this one. This looks like it's in the classic tradition of weirdly Viking adjacent speed metal that saw a rise in popularity in the late 80s and 90s in Germany. Bands like Rebellion and Storm Warrior come to mind. I'd give this a listen.
So I don't really care about the history of Spanish thrash, or you know, it's like, here's a bunch of guys that kept changing their band name and putting out demos. It's like, okay, sure, you know, but so you lost me, and then you lost me some more, and then you have songs called Invasion, Parasito, Cyclone. I don't know how I feel about Teenager at the 70s, but I do know how I feel about this cover. It's fucking awesome. I think you should go out and buy it. Maybe.
I'm going to give the record a chance. I'm not going to give the press release a chance, though.
Matt, do you have any opinions on Invasion featuring members of X, Fuck Off, and Aspid?
I mean, I've never met someone from Fuck Off that I wouldn't fuck off with. So in that regard, I think Invasion, and this is from Spain, correct? So I believe it's Invasion.
We don't know if they're Castilian or not.
Yeah, doesn't it depend what part of Spain?
Well, I'm going to say they're Invasion, and they are cinco estrellas from me.
All right.
Can I, Tim, let me encourage you to go down the page a little bit and get a look at the picture of these guys. I love it.
I love it. I see a wonderful mullet. I see a leather vest.
Yep. with digital camo underneath, or is it?
Or is it? I see something that says Maiden, as in Iron Maiden, in the Maiden font, and then like some words I can't make out.
It says Pub Maiden, and then something de mas, like it's advertising that it's the best. This band photo is a journey. Dude, this guy looks, the homie in the top right corner looks very, very much like a young Martin Mendez.
He does.
Put a bass on that guy and a couple extra feet of hair, and you've got 2003 Martin Mendez.
Could it be his son?
Well, no, because this was a picture from 2003 when Martin Mendez was obviously playing in Opeth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right, well, this has been another Podcast Them Down press release review.